Bridget, perhaps we have you here. We have a VS Code representative with
Yeah.
us. Maybe you can dispel this notion that I've
Okay.
floated into the ether before. As VS Code continues to get better, but also just get more stuff, more and more and more and more and more, is like, is there a future where VS Code is basically an IDE? Like, is it going to get so much that you'd say, well, we have two IDEs, or is it always going to be a text editor with a bunch of niceties and features? Just curious from your perspective, is that something you all think about as a potentiality, something you're trying to avoid, etc.?
Yeah, I mean, I think at its core, we always call VS Code an editor rather than a full-fledged IDE or integrated development environment. And I think that it's kind of somewhere in between. So it's like maybe more than just like a super simple editor without many additions, because when you can have extensions that can do basically anything you can think of and other kinds of support we're adding and everything
Right.
with remote, I don't think we would go to, hey, eventually, yeah, it'll just be an IDE or that's what we'll call it. But I think we just want it to be the tool that you can edit anything from anywhere. It's kind of the tagline we've been adding on. So in 2021, we released VS Code for the web, or vscode.dev. So you can just go in your browser, type in vscode.dev, and you'll see a version of VS Code running just entirely there in the browser. Didn't have to download anything. So with that, and then as we have a growing set of remote experiences and just more extensions and features overall, I think it's cool to see how much we can push VS Code and scenarios users are interested in and contributing back as well. But we always keep things like performance and not being too overwhelming in mind as well. So we try to keep the bigger vision as well of meeting what users want and what is more modern development without being like, let's just build everything in. I think
Right.
you can kind of see it as there's a series of extensions you install as well, or different things like that. It's not just, we're going to build in all of these extensions for you always or something.